Good morning, my beloved brothers and sisters. This one is especially for the sisters, though. I saw some sisters and they'd actually made known that they would like to get involved with an African man. So this video is for you. Because I saw some things about these women that do not really match up with the African man, especially about the Nigerian man. I don't know much about the other African man, but especially the Nigerian man. There are some things that you really need to know if you want to make a relationship work. There are some qualities you need to have if you want to marry a Nigerian man. And let me tell you, the Nigerian men are very good men. They are good men. But there are some things that you need to know about Nigeria. The first thing that you really need to have in your life if you want to marry a Nigerian man. The first thing is you need to love God. You need to love God. And of course, I'm talking from the Christian perspective because I'm born again. The people in Nigeria, they know how to love God. They have probably one of the biggest churches in the whole world. And they can teach the European people and the American people actually a lot. So I would actually really advise for anybody to even visit Nigeria. Don't go alone. Go with someone or go with a group. Because the environment can also feel like kind of hostile, but they can teach you so many great things. Ever since God connected me with Nigeria, they've been teaching me great things about Christianity, about marital things, and a lot of norms and values. They have taught me so many things. So we people from Europe can really learn from them. So you need to love God. That is the first thing. If you don't love God, then just forget it. That is the first thing. And even if you're not a Christian, those people, they can either be Muslim or they serve any of their other gods. But don't come and tell them you're an atheist, because that is just not in their dictionary. So that's one thing, love God. So the second thing is, I met a sister that she was also interested in a Nigerian man, but she told me she can't cook. I said, you better learn how to cook, because the Nigerian men, they love food. They love food. They are big eaters. They love food, and they have good food. So you better learn how to cook, and not just the European food though. You need to learn how to cook their food. So start checking YouTube or ask your future husband to help you to cook their recipes. So start cooking or start looking for recipes called red stew, egusi soup, black soup. So any of these things, you better learn how to cook them well. So we have a saying in Europe that the love of a man goes through the stomach, and it's really true. It's really true. So learn how to cook, very important. And no, they don't only eat in the evening as we do in Europe. They eat rice, eba, pounded jam. They eat everything in the morning with breakfast. That's how it starts. It starts in the breakfast. They eat in the afternoon warm and in the evening. So those are 3 meals a day. So if you learn to cook a lot. Buy a big freezer as well. Buy a big freezer. So the third thing is you need to love their culture. There are so many varieties in their culture, so many languages, so many tribes. You've got to love the culture. They have so many good things. Like I said, they've taught me so much about Christianity, norms and values. When it comes to marriage, their traditions, they have so many good things. We, from the Western countries, we can really learn from them, really. It even already started with the way they greet, because here in the Netherlands, we greet each other with hi. for example, which is not really neat. So they greet each other with good morning, sir, good morning, ma. So that is already where it starts. They have so many good things in the culture. You need to love the culture. So before you say you want to marry a Nigerian man, you better start looking on YouTube how their culture works. Visit the country, get to know people. And it's a great, great country. I can really recommend anybody to visit the country. It is really one of the lists you should visit. Really, it will really bless your life. It is really a blessed country. And although there are many things going on when it comes to politics, many things that the people there are complaining about, despite that, never say anything negative about their country or their culture. Just don't do that. Don't go there. Because even despite all the things that are going on, they are very proud on their culture. They are very proud people on their culture. And it should be, because they have a lot of offer to the whole world. It's really a great country. So number four is, as a woman, be feminine. Because there's really a difference in Nigeria and the Western countries when it comes to these things. The man really know how to be a man, and a woman really know how to be a woman. They dress feminine. The man also dress neat oftentimes. And even when it comes to marriage, they also really follow the way actually the Bible tells us to do. The women, they submit to the husband the way it should be. And the men are really leaders. So don't come and tell you want to marry a Nigerian man when you are really a feminist woman, which I believe is not good in any marriage. It's not good. It's not biblical. You should submit to your own husband. But in Nigeria, it is even more than here in the Western countries. So when it comes to that, you need to know the culture first. So number 5, you need to be a family person. You need to be a family person. Everything is different there in Nigeria than from the Western countries here. People here are more like on their own. Everybody is solving their own problems. Everybody is dealing with their own things. And when it comes to Nigeria, people are more united with their family members, with their siblings. You need to get along with them. You better get along with them. So you should maintain the family bond at all costs. So it's very important. When there are big decisions, they also come together, talk about it together, and try to come to a solution together. So that is a thing that is really important. Family is really important. So I believe that is also some area where the Western countries can actually really learn from. They care very much about their family bond. So you need to get along with everybody. Because even when you want to marry someone and one of the siblings, or they come to the conclusion, oh, this is not the one, then just forget it. So you better get along with everybody. So the last point is number 6. You need to love to travel. Or even if you don't love to travel yourself, you need to accept that your husband will also travel. Because they are just to the environment. They do a lot of hustles, which is good. They are trying to provide for their family even when they go to separate. Oftentimes they even live separately, which is not really good. But sometimes the circumstances are forcing someone to do so. So they love to travel. They love to find out new things as well. Get to know other parts. Of course, a lot of people wants to get out of Nigeria also, but even within the country, they travel a lot. So you need to learn, you need to love traveling, or at least allow your husband to travel and to get to know new things. So I think these are the 6 major things you need to have, the qualities you need to have them to if you're even thinking of getting married with the Nigerian man. So stay tuned for the next videos, and please give it a thumbs up and a like. Stay blessed.